And hello there. Thanks for coming and having an interview with me, Kit, fantasy local author. Welcome to my world, everyone. Here's my studio. This is where some of the magic happens. We've got the two turntables over here. Uh, this is my dog. That's Liam. Say hello, Liam. Hello, Liam. And over here is my partner in crime, Jane, who's busy doing some drawings for work, so we won't disturb her. And she's listening to some groovy music. I think it's, who is it? Someone green. So anyway, I thought I'd show you that. Now come on out here. So that's my studio. And then here's my garden. I heard they're a bit sick of having everybody talking about writing and being inside, so come on with me. And so, welcome to my wonderful garden here in Cape Patterson. So, what can I tell you about writing? Where do I write? So I write in there, and I also write in bed in the mornings. You need a regular routine, so that's a good trick to get up your sleeve for writers of any age. Just make sure that you're doing it always at the same time, and if you don't sit, the muse doesn't come. That's what I've heard. Anything else exciting? What do I write? Rubbish, complete rubbish. No, I write what amuses me. So rather than well, I write professionally as well, so I have clients come to me and ask me to get them to write stories or something like that, but not stories. It tends to be commercial stuff, and it's very boring. And if you do that, doing brochures or websites or whatever, tends to drain your creative juices. So it's good to have a hiatus in that stuff occasionally. But yeah, I write. People do say, write what you know, and rather than writing what you know, I'd recommend write what interests you and what would you like to read about. So I write things for me. So I do short stories and I do fiction. Sometimes I'll do poems and stuff like that. Here, why don't I show you my collection of diaries? That's pretty good. I'll go inside and we'll go and have a look at the bookcase. So, one of the things I decided to do when I wanted to become more prolific as a writer is keep a diary. And here you can see I've got all my diaries. So I keep a journal in the morning, these last year's ones. So I've got 10 years worth of thoughts and ideas for short stories and all that kind of stuff. And does it help you produce novels? Probably not. But it does help with short story collections and stuff like that. And actually, if you have a look at this one, so this one's from 2019. Play It Again Kit includes first draft of the cornerstone. So if you have a look down here, you'll see I've got red end papers here. And then I just started knocking up a book, The Cornerstone. And I knocked that out in 3 months, but I'm still working on it today, fixing it, because what I do is I'd go out in the shed and I'd have a gin and tonic, and then I'd write it, and then I'd do that every night, a couple of thousand words, and after 3 months I had this book. And unfortunately, when I was rereading it, I thought, this is great, because it reads like someone else wrote it, but it reads like a slightly dumber me. So now I'm rewriting it while not drinking gin and tonics and finding a lot of holes and stuff in it. So I hear that usually it takes about 3 years for people to put out a novel. So I'm trying to put out a book every year, but it doesn't always work out that way. Ooh, the indispensable tool, the laptop. And I've got it on a table over the bed. So if I need to write, and I do, in the mornings I wake up and I open up my laptop and I start hammering away. Anyway, so that's about it from me. I guess my time is nearly up. So here are 3 of my books anyway. The Hidden People, that's a novel about Iceland, and I went to Iceland and they had all these great stories about the trolls and the, hidden people who lived underground and stuff. And I thought, oh, I'll write a book about that, and I've based it on A Midsummer Night's Dream. So I've got that at the Folger Museum in America, which is a museum about Shakespeare. And so that's pretty good. I probably should have done a little bit more proofreading. It's got one or two typos. This is my most recent book, Tales of Enlightenment, and that's got like short stories and cartoons and stuff like that. And that's a ripper read. I hope it's one day on the syllabus of schools, and then I can have some sales. And that's actually a sequel to another one, and these collections are from my diaries, and this is Tales of the Dark. Mwah, oh, oh, oh. Tales of the Dark. So there you are. So hello everybody, and West Gippsland Libraries, or Gippsland Libraries, and I hope you keep reading and keep writing. And just remember, the only difference between somebody who wants to be a writer and people who are writers is that a writer writes, and a person who wants to be a writer doesn't. So get out there, start tapping away. Okay, bye.